Welcome back to our channel where we break down the complex world of geopolitics for you. Today, we're diving into a high-stakes game of power, strategy, and survival. The stage, Eastern Europe. The players, Russia, the United States, and their respective allies. The bone of contention, Ukraine. Now, the power dynamics in this region are as intricate as they are volatile. On one side, we have Russia, a global superpower with a formidable military presence. On the other, we have the United States and its NATO allies who have been supporting Ukraine in its ongoing conflict with Russia. It's a delicate balance, a chess game of sorts, where each move can tip the scales in favor of one side or the other. Now, the latest piece on the board is the introduction of F-16 fighter jets into Ukraine, courtesy of NATO countries like the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, and Norway. These state-of-the-art jets represent a significant increase in firepower for Ukraine, and they could potentially alter the dynamics of the conflict. But Russia has been countering this move with tactics of its own, including the destruction of these F-16s. As we move into the next chapter of this saga, we'll delve into the details of the F-16SE arrival and the challenges they face. So, buckle up as we navigate through the murky waters of international politics and military strategy. Ever wondered about the current situation in Ukraine, particularly how the arrival of F-16 fighter jets is impacting the ongoing conflict? There's a lot going on, but one of the key developments is the plan for Ukraine to start using F-16 jets this summer. About 80 of these advanced aircraft are expected to land in Ukraine from generous countries such as the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, and Norway. It's a significant boost in firepower, but it's not without its hiccups. The delivery of these aircraft has faced delays, and training the pilots and ground staff to operate them hasn't been a walk in the park either. It's a bit like learning to drive a Formula One car when you've only ever driven a city runabout. But despite these hurdles, the efforts to prepare the crew are well underway, and progress is being made every day. Once these jets are up and running, they're expected to enhance Ukraine's military capabilities substantially. The F-16 is a versatile and powerful aircraft, capable of taking on a variety of roles and missions. It's like adding a Swiss Army knife to Ukraine's military toolbox, giving them a flexible and effective tool to use against their opponents. But this isn't just about adding more firepower, it's also about changing the dynamics of the conflict with Russia. With these jets in the air, Russia will have to think twice before engaging in air attacks. It's a bit like having a big brother show up to a schoolyard fight. It changes the dynamics, and it forces the bully to reconsider their actions. The introduction of F-16s is indeed a game changer, but it's not without its challenges. And, as we'll see in the next scene, those challenges aren't just about getting these jets into the skies. They're also about keeping them there. In the face of change, challenges often arise. So what are the challenges and threats that Ukraine faces with the arrival of these F-16s? The introduction of these advanced F-16 fighter jets into Ukraine's Air Force is a significant move that's not without its fair share of hurdles. One of the primary challenges is pilot training. Operating a state-of-the-art aircraft like the F-16 requires a level of expertise that takes time to acquire. The training of pilots and ground staff is, therefore, an uphill task demanding considerable time and resources. Maintenance, too, presents a formidable challenge. Keeping these sophisticated machines in top-flight condition involves a complex web of logistics and technical know-how. The F-16Es, equipped with modern radars and precision munitions, are a far cry from the aircraft currently in Ukraine's arsenal. Adapting to these new mechanics and ensuring the smooth operation of these jets will be a critical task. But perhaps the most significant challenge comes from the east. Russia's ongoing conflict with Ukraine casts a shadow of threat over these new arrivals. The potential Russian threats to the F-16s are a reality that Ukraine must grapple with. These jets, while enhancing Ukraine's military capabilities, also become prime targets for Russian forces. Despite these challenges, Ukraine is set to receive a total of 85 F-16 fighter jets, including a generous donation of 30 from Belgium. This influx of air power will significantly bolster Ukraine's ability to counter Russian air attacks. The F-16s, particularly adept at targeting Russian glide bombers, are a game changer in this high-stakes conflict. However, these aircraft won't arrive all at once. The jets will be delivered in batches over several years, gradually strengthening Ukraine's air power. This phased approach, while providing much-needed reinforcements, also adds another layer of complexity to the situation. The arrival of these advanced fighters is a significant shift in Ukraine's air power, but as we've seen, it's a complex situation with many moving parts. So what does the future hold for Ukraine with the arrival of these F-16 fighter jets? These advanced aircraft, 85 in total, donated by nations like Belgium, the Netherlands, Denmark, and Norway, are set to enhance Ukraine's military capabilities significantly. They bring with them a promise of greater air power, equipped with modern radars and precision munitions designed to counter Russian air attacks effectively. However, this is not a simple plug-and-play situation. Training pilots and ground staff to operate these high-tech jets, dealing with maintenance issues, and managing potential threats from Russia are all part of the complex equation. Despite these hurdles, it's clear that the introduction of the F-16s could potentially change the dynamics of the conflict with Russia. The jets will be delivered in batches over several years, allowing for a gradual yet potent strengthening of Ukraine's air power. It's a volatile situation, and only time will tell how the arrival of these F-16s will reshape the conflict in Ukraine. Stay informed, stay engaged, and stay tuned for more updates on this evolving situation.